Hey guys, what's going on? And welcome to the Focus Podcast, where we talk about things that you probably should too. Today I'm joined by...
I'm John of Jeebins Feebins.
And I am your lovely host once again, Flabs XE Gaming, otherwise known as Ethan. You can call me both, whichever you prefer. And, yeah, how you doing today?
Doing pretty good, I went out to dinner for my birthday this past, yesterday.
Nice. Where'd you go?
Went to, not sponsored, but Buffalo Wild Wings. Pretty good.
Nice. Well, so let's, since we're in the pre-convo, not pre-convo, but in the small talk section, I'm going to judge you on your wing order. So what kind of wings did you get?
I got the traditional wings, and I got, the flavor is called Wild. It's like the third hottest one they have. It was pretty good. I quite liked it.
It's the third spiciest, but isn't Wild in like the fourth category? And there's a section called Wild, but it's not in that category. Isn't that weird?
Wild, you might say.
Yeah. Because like, Wild is the name of the flavor, and it's in the fourth section, which is like the spicy section. But like John said, there is things spicier than Wild. But there's a section also called Wild, and you would think Wild would be in the Wild category, because, you know, they're the same word. But nope. I don't know who's behind that marketing decision. But,
I think it might have been, it used to be, because the waitress I was talking to was, like, saying they changed the recipe, like, every year. So,
oh, really?
And maybe at one point it was in the Wild category, and then they were like, oh, this is too hot for Wild. We gotta bump it up.
Thing is, though, like, I mean, I guess maybe for, like, ordinary people, it's too spicy for Wild, but, like, it's not that spicy. I'm sorry. It's spicy, it's good, but it's not that spicy. Like, I've had, like, you're talking to someone who's had Death Wings and Carolina Reaper wings, I can't speak. So, you know.
Yeah, I think the pepper that they used for that one was habanero.
Yeah, which isn't that spicy.
Even so, like, it's not the spiciest one. It's one that is, like, kind of spicy.
Don't they have
if you gave someone a habanero and they're like, oh, this is spicy, you would be like, no, it's not, you idiot.
Yeah. Don't they have, like, a Reaper one? It's, like, the spiciest one they got is a Reaper?
Yeah, they have, it's called, like, Blazin'.
Blazin', that's what it is. It's mixed with Reapers, isn't it?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't had that, because I don't really find myself at Buffalo Wild Wings that often. I really go to, like, there's some, mom and pop shops near me that make some really good wings. And we kind of just stick to those places, but for chains, I've heard they're pretty good. I haven't honestly really been there too much. I know a little bit about them because I know a lot of friends that go there. And it'd honestly be a nice place to, like, if, like, let's say our friend group was in the same place for once, which would be interesting and very rare. That'd be a place to be like, hey, let's go hang out there. You know, like, it'd be a nice spot to just chill with friends and talk with them and stuff. Although it is quite loud. I know it is quite loud, so it might be hard to hear each other, but... You know.
Yeah, when it gets crowded, it was not insanely crowded, especially not where we was at, but it was a good amount of people there. Because,
like, if it's busy, yes, but also on game days, it'd also be really loud.
Yeah.
So, like, I would like, if we were all in the same town, I wouldn't go on a game day. I'd go on, like, a non-game day. Gotta be strategic about it. So did you only get wings, or was that just your appetizer, or did you have that as like a main course?
I got a burger.
Nice. Their burgers do look pretty decent from the ads I've seen, but sometimes the ads make them look more better than they actually are. So it all depends.
The one I had was really good.
Nice. Was it just like, because they also, don't they have like a ghost kitchen called Wild Burger? That's also like, it's burgers specifically from Wild Wings, but they have it marked as like its own restaurant. I've seen them on Grubhub, and I've never been that interested to try it. I'm like, I'd rather just get it from the place that's not pretending to be a different place. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it might be a spin-off chain. I don't know.
Spin-off chain? Isn't spin-off reserved for games?
I don't know. Not necessarily, because there's like movie spin-offs, shows spin-offs, book spin-offs. I feel like there can be spin-offs of anything.
I mean, I've heard, I guess media is what I should say, because books and like songs that kind of go in that media category. I've never heard like, oh yeah, that's Chuck E. Cheese, that's a spin-off of this. Never heard that term before. But
I guess that's technically what people would use. I don't know. Like, there's the payment company, which is whatever owns a lot of things, and then they also own something else.
Yeah. Either way, I'm sure it could be used. I'm just giving you a hard time. Yeah, I mean, speaking of birthdays, this isn't a birthday themed episode, by the way. I probably could have been smart and done that, but also you can only do so many birthday themed episodes because you kind of just talk about birthdays, and we've kind of already done that. So, because there's literally an episode called Birthday Party where me and John did this, not last year, I think that was the year before, that was 2022? Because it's a really old,
I think so.
I think it's a really old episode, so I want to say 2022. Because I don't think we did it last year. I think we just made note of it, but we didn't have a birthday-themed episode. Because similar to Thanksgiving, like, I love Thanksgiving and all, but, like, there's only so many episodes you can do with that, you know? So, same thing with this year, we won't have one.
Right. I was gonna say, I feel like if we were gonna do it, it would be, like, a few years down the line, it'd be, like, talking about our experience with birthdays when we were a bit older.
Yeah. That and, like, ever since the going shopping episode, I've been tempted to, like, put something in where, like, if we, like, film a birthday party, not film, because we're not, this is a podcast, but, like, record, like, a birthday party at, like, a Chuck E. Cheese or something. Like, obviously, I'd wait till, like, John gets a job so he can, like, because it's not that he's poor or anything, but in the sense that he's not having to spend money on the podcast, because that is technically what it is you're going out of your way to go do something. So it'd be something, number one, I'd want planned ahead of time, and also I'd want to do it when Job has a John. I don't know what's happening today. I've had 2 cups of coffee, okay? Leave me alone. But when John has a job, was what I was trying to say. Because then, like, it won't be too bad. It won't be as worse as it is now when John has to go out of his way to spend that kind of money. Whereas when he has a job, he can put some money aside just for that. So yeah, but that's like John said, that'd be like years and years in advance, or not in advance, sorry, but like years and years down the line, because there's no need for that right now. It's just an idea that'd be floating around. But ever since that episode, I've been thinking about more ways to kind of like build off that idea, because I think it's an episode that works if you're willing to listen to it. Because obviously there's nothing we can do about background noise. Although John had something that made it so that you could only really hear him. I don't know what he had, because I use the exact same software, the voice memos. Not sponsored by Apple, of course, because they don't give money to anybody. But I don't know, because I had background noise, and I was fine with background noise because that's the type of episode where it's almost half the fun listening to what people are saying as you're walking by. Like, there was a conversation I walked by towards the end where, like, they were talking about someone cheating. I made the joke of, like, scandalous, like, it was just really funny. It's like half the fun listening to, like, random conversations as you're walking by.
Every now and then when I'm in public and I hear, like, I overhear a conversation, I'm like, that's an interesting conversation. I might hang out here for a while and listen to that to me.
Yeah, I didn't do that. I just kept walking because I was in the aisles and stuff. But
right,
I'm like, that's hilarious, because I don't think they were talking like in a giddy manner. So I don't think they were actually talking about cheating, like cheating in a relationship. They were talking about like cheating on something else. But it was really funny because I only heard that context of it. But yeah, so I think it's a really fun episode if you're willing to listen to it. If that's not an episode I'd recommend listening to while trying to go to sleep, because I know there's been people that have emailed me that say they listen to it while they try to sleep, which is great and good for you. But that's not one of those episodes I would, to me, envision you wanting to listen to while going to sleep. Like, you hear the constant noise of the machines, the constant noise of like picking up bags and stuff. I mean, if you were into ASMR, like that type of stuff, then cool. But to me, I wouldn't see that as a good vessel for that. I think there's way better. I think there's way better episodes like that where you can go to sleep with it. Because my personal one, I don't really listen to the podcast when going to sleep. But this one time, I was lying in bed. It was a super long day. I was just trying to stretch out. So I was laying in bed and I was listening to the Halloween episode where we tell scary stories. And I fell asleep. Accidentally, but I fell asleep. So that's one of those ones that I feel like is more centered for that type of purpose. But I think outside of that, it's a really good episode. I'm very happy with it. And feel free to email me and email us about different ideas you might have. Because, we're not going to do everything. But it's one of those ideas that I don't think really anyone's done from what I've seen. Because normal podcast settings are just what we're doing right now. We're 2 people sitting in a room, right? Because I check on Distractable just to make sure we're not trying to copy them too much. And also, I should really get back into listening to them because they're hilarious. But it's just time-wise, I keep forgetting. There's a couple of other podcasts that are in our same sort of niche that I check up on. Not necessarily listen to, but make sure that we're not copying them in a certain way and make sure that we're staying not in trends, because we don't really follow trends. Because following trends, and I've learned this from other podcasters, following trends isn't always the right answer. You should stick in whatever niche you go. Because if you try and follow every single trend, you're a podcast that's basically for nobody. If that makes sense. That's why every podcast has a specific niche. But I look at their podcasts and I'm like, to see if they've done anything like that before. And I've not seen an episode like the John and Ethan Literally Go Shopping episode before. So I'm very happy with it. I'm tempted off the idea of like doing a birthday party episode, which I'd have to look at the details of that. And again, that'd be really far down the line. But like just like going to a clothing store or something, like just going shopping part 2. But if we do part 2, I'd want it to be an episode where John's in town, or like I'm in where John is or something, which I don't know why I'd be there, but where we could go together, because then there's no social anxiety, because I don't have social anxiety necessarily, but it is weird to kind of be talking to yourself when you're shopping. And but if me and John are in the same store together, there's no what's the word? There's no, I can't think today. Whatever the word is, there's no like problem with that, because if people are like questioning, oh, why are those two talking together? They're shopping together and they're talking to each other. Insane. They're crazy people.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like
Nobody talks to each other these days.
Yeah, nobody's gonna look at us and be like, why are they talking to each other? Like, no one's doing that. But they might be looking at us being like, why are they talking to their phone right now? Because I guess, like, if I saw someone doing that, I'm like, oh, they're just talking on the phone with someone. But even still, I still got a couple weird looks when I was doing it. But I'm one of those people that I don't necessarily care. But I think it'd make, like, if we do part 2, I'd want it to be in that type of setting where me and John are together, and we're shopping together type of thing.
Right. Yeah, I would say as well with that one is, if you're in the same spot and you're like, there's more opportunity for humor, I would say. Yes. I don't know what was going on your end. I still haven't listened to it. Is it out yet?
It's not out yet, so you can't listen to it.
So I can't listen to it. But I don't know what was going on your end. On my end, it was just like, oh, I'm buying stuff.
Yeah. No, because I went in for more than just the stuff that was challenge related. I went in for, what did I go in for? I don't know. You have to listen to the episode. So, for clarification, it's out for you guys, obviously, because these are in episodic order. For us, they're pre-recorded, so they're not. It's actually this coming Friday for us is when that goes out. But yeah, since it's pre-recorded, it's not out for us just yet. But it is for you guys, so.
So if you haven't listened to it, go check it out.
And what are you doing? It's a great episode. But I do want to say I appreciate you guys for listening to the Order Up episode. That episode has done amazingly. It did amazing in the first 24 hours. It's like, it didn't beat the record holder, for being like the most viewed in a 24-hour period, but it did almost beat it. So it's our second most popular episode in the first 24 hours, which is awesome. So thank you guys so much for listening to that one. I personally enjoyed it because it had it had the co-stars in it, or guest stars in it, which were awesome. So, like I said, if you like those guest stars episodes, more to come soon. I plan to have a lot of guest stars on. I'm trying to get someone that's really special on as well. It's just they're so busy. They're an actor, so they're so busy. So it's hard to get them, but we're trying to work on it. They're very interested in coming on because they've listened to a couple of episodes and they like that. We're like a kind of humor-centric podcast, so they're kind of interested in that. So they're trying to make it work. We're just trying to have a time frame that works for both of us, if that makes sense. Because we can conform a little bit, but at the same time, there's days that doesn't work for me anymore because of that kind of stuff. John doesn't have days where it works for him because he's at school right now. So we just have to find a time that works for everybody. And that is more difficult than on the surface. But yeah, keep getting excited because I love those types of episodes where it's not just me and John. I mean, I love John, don't get me wrong, but I like it when it's a little bit different too. So
right. Yeah, this is more interesting dynamic when there's like a couple other people who are new.
Right,
sure.
Exactly, yep. And if you missed our previous guest star episodes, I think it was just Axel, because John had a bunch of like streamer friends, but their timing didn't work out too well for them. So we were gonna have some of those guys on, which would have been cool. But like I said, it's all about timing. We got to get people that are able to meet us at a certain point. If they can, that's fine. It's just we can't get them on. But it's the difficulty of podcasting. You got it. All the time has to work together, which is hard sometimes, especially when people are really busy. Like some of the people John was trying to get are like busier than him, he said. So obviously that wasn't gonna work in certain aspects. But yeah, as for me, I guess I went to a farmer's market today. I was recording this for you guys when this comes out. Has nothing to do with anything. But I found a book vendor there, and I love been going to the like the farmers market and stuff because I love like supporting. I keep calling it indie authors. If you guys have a word, there's a word for them, I think, but I'm not remembering what that word is. But I call them indie book writers because people that are not connected to a super big corporation type of thing. And I walked up to the stand, I'm like, hey, these your books? He's like, yep, absolutely. And he had a whole series. I'm like, oh, dude, this is awesome. The one I grabbed was a sci-fi crime one, which I thought was really interesting. So it's like a sci-fi, but it's also like a murder mystery type of thing. And I'm like, that sounds really cool. So I grabbed one, and it was only like $12, which $12 for a book is pretty good, especially for the size that I got, because I want to say it's like 350 pages. If you go to Barnes & Nobles and try to find a book that's $12, you're going to walk out sad. Unless you get like a children's book or something. There's no flack on Barnes & Nobles, because I love shopping there, but their books are pretty pricey. So it's been an interesting week, and also I go on vacation. I go on vacation in about a week here. I'll be there in about a week. For me, not for you guys. For you guys, I'm probably already there, because this comes out in 2 weeks. So yeah, I'd already be there. So I can't speak for everyone, but this year's been super draining mentally. So I'm just it's going to be a nice vacation and not really think about it a lot for a while. So, but yeah, I'm going to skip headlines. I didn't really think to grab one. I might grab one while I'm working on, because for me and John, we're pre-recording 2 today. So I might have one ready for next episode, but I didn't think to grab one for this episode. So gonna go ahead and just skip that one, I guess. Plus we talked a while for the talking thing there. But my creator showcase today is someone that I guess I haven't recommended yet, because I did double check. At least I don't think so, unless I missed an episode where I did it. But they deserve some recognition because they are an indie studio. They have a good amount of subscribers, but they are an indie studio and they're putting on some great work. Glitch Productions. You might have heard of their name before because they are they're partly responsible for the Amazing Digital Circus, which is an amazing show. It's on Netflix right now. I think they're getting it on Prime though, so if you don't have Netflix, but you do have Amazon Prime, don't worry. I think it's coming to that soon. But they're also on YouTube, which is free. So that's why I personally watch it myself. It's an amazing show. You might, on the surface, it kind of looks like a kid's show, but it's absolutely not. It's an amazing show. It has some really powerful themes in it, some really dark themes in it too. And it's an awesome show. So if you haven't watched it yet, or you haven't found an excuse to watch it yet, go do it. It's amazing. It's not that much of a commitment. They're like 20-minute episodes. And they're super awesome, and the voice actors are amazing. So yeah, go check it out. But they're also responsible for Murder Drones and some more stuff coming out. And it's a really awesome studio. So go check them out. Glitch Productions is the name. They're on YouTube. They do have socials as well, like Facebook, or not Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, like that kind of stuff. But their main shows and stuff is on YouTube. So yeah, go check them out. So with that out of the way, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time. Now you've read the title. You guys already know what's happening. But John, do you hear the bells ringing?
No.
Damn it. My plane didn't work. Do you hear the bells ringing now?
I think I hear a little bit of ringing, yeah.
That might be just your tinnitus, but because I'm not even ringing any bells. But, so welcome to the game show time. And more specifically, welcome to the season finale of Name That Game, which I'm just calling season 3. I'm not going to call it a season finale. But welcome to Name That Game season 3, Flabs XC Gaming Edition. Welcome to the final season of the popular game show Name That Game. With the first episode and the second one being such great successes, I felt like it was a high time to give it one final send-off. You'll be given a badly but accurate definition of a game, and it will be up to you to decide what game it's talking about. As you might remember, points are kind of not present in this game show, leaving money as the form of currency. In this season, though, we will be switching it up just a little bit. You might be wondering how this version of the game show is related to me. Well, in the previous seasons, you were given games that were described poorly from a variety of different games and titles. This time, however, you will only be given games that are featured or have been featured on the amazing, astounding, incredible, might I add, YouTube channel Flabs XC Gaming. This creates a sense of challenge as some games featured on that amazing channel, wink wink, are small indie games. Just like previous seasons, you can spend some money to buy a perk or activate the wheel. Buying the perks can buy you a competitive advantage or allow you to figure out the answer you would have otherwise not have known. Let's see those perks. So the perks we got is buying the first 2 letters, which is $5. Buying the first 3 letters, which is $7. Buying the first word of the game, which is $12. Or you can spin some wheels. So you can spin the fortune wheel, which is $5, or spin the misfortune wheel, which is only $1. And I'll get into that in a second. All the perks are pretty self-explanatory, but the wheel leaves room for interpretation, so here's a list of all the possible perks you can get via the fortune wheel. So we got game genre revealed, game creator revealed, you can win $3, you can double your money, or you can lose $5. That's the only bad thing on the fortune wheel. And here's the Wheel of Misfortune. It might be cheap in a gamble, but if you win, you could win big. So here's the things on the Misfortune wheel. You can lose $2, lose $5, lose $10. You can deactivate perks, or you can Thanos snap, or you can win $30. So that's the only good thing on there. Most of the Misfortune wheel is self-explanatory, but let me explain a couple of them. The deactivate perks Misfortune does not mean you can never use perks again. Instead, perks will be disabled in the next round. I mean, you can't buy any, and if you already have one, you can't use it. The Thanos Snap Misfortune means that on the next round, only half of the description will be read to you. The rest of the misfortunes are exactly what they say they are. You are, of course, allowed to buy multiple perks per round if you wish to do so. If you answer a question right, you get $20. If you miss a question, you get placed into a Hunger Games arena and must fight to the death for a chance of redemption. Just kidding. Maybe. You will be asked if you want to buy a perk before the question is asked. Now, as you are playing by your lonesome, there's no opponent to try and beat. That being said, in order to win this game show and be crowned the victor, you'll need to beat the high score of $300. If you fail to do so, you'll be a loser forever. Guess the name of the game, use the perks to blitz ahead, and beat that high score. Good luck. So, Jeevens Phoebens, that was a lot. Do you have any questions or concerns?
I do not. I have many concerns, but I'm good for now.
You have many concerns, but you don't feel like asking about them? Or like, well, it's
elaborating.
Elaborate? Yeah, that's the word. Listen, I've had 2 cups of coffee. Leave me alone. Do you understand the wheels? Because the wheels are honestly, to me, the most complicated part of that. Do you understand what each wheel is about?
It's a gamble with low stakes, high reward, and low stakes, low reward, and high stakes, high reward.
No, you were right the first time. It's like low stakes, because the fortune wheel is like low stakes, because the only bad thing on there is the losing $5 or whatever. And it's high reward, whereas the misfortune wheel is no, that one is high stakes, high reward. So you were right technically both times. But either way, you get it. The misfortune wheel, like, you might be like, oh, I don't know if I want to spin that. But if you're a really big gambler, you could win $30, because it only costs you $1 to spin the misfortune wheel. But it does cost $5 to spin the fortune wheel. So, and of course, you just have the simplistic perks you can buy right out, which is buy $2, $3, and the first word. So, but all right, John, are you ready for the first question, my dude?
Sure.
All right, game number 1. A man commits several crimes and gets rich, all while being a pacifist.
So no murder, but crimes are allowed.
Yes.
So I know you played Thief Simulator, and you do commit crimes. You can't murder anybody, so we got 2 things. It's the getting rich one, because I'm pretty sure, like, you die at the end of that, right? I don't know, it's been a while.
I haven't been in the game yet.
I don't know, maybe I'm making that up. Who knows? What was the spoiler? Who's to say? So there's that one. That's what my mind immediately went to. There's also, Boomin', you commit crimes, get rich, and you don't kill anyone, you just run away. But I feel like that one is, if it's describing that one, then it's very important, because it's like, well, you could have said other things,
It does say several crimes as well.
Several crimes. So with Thief Simulator, right? You steal, you stalk people. That's a crime.
Yep.
You take their cars. You break and enter.
You also can destroy property
vandalize.
Too. Yeah,
destruction of property. So there's a lot of crimes in that one. So I'm gonna go with Thief Simulator. I think that's a good one.
All right, you locking in Thief Simulator?
Yeah.
That is correct. So you just won yourself 20 buckaroonies. All right, perfect. All right, so since you now have money, would you like to spend any?
So yeah, $20. You know what? I'm gonna go for the Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel of Fortune. So you want to spend $5 to Wheel of Fortune?
Yeah.
All right,
I'm a gambler, but not that big of a gambler.
Not so much you want to do the misfortune wheel just yet. All right.
Exactly.
Name that game fortune wheel. Let's spin the wheel. Now, obviously, you guys can't see the wheel, so I'll just tell you what it lands on. Let's see what we get. Ooh, it just passed Double money. Okay, it just passed the... I was worried it was going to lose $5, but it just passed that. So it's double money. So if you get this question right, you get 40 buckaroonies. So might want to get this one right. Money. So, game number 2. Several primates trapped in spherical orbs roll around, obtain potassium, injure numerous life forms, and travel to space.
Okay. So there's a lot going on there. My immediate thought was, I think it's Super Monkey Ball. I think that's the name of the game. I don't know if you played that. I haven't seen it on your channel, but that doesn't mean you haven't. It just means that I'm a bad viewer and need to watch more of your content.
I'm trying to think if I should allow you to go on my channel and like hit the playlist tab and stuff, but I'm worried there might be, it's like some of them would be too easy if you could do that.
Right.
Yeah, no, I won't allow it because you can buy perks and stuff that can make it easier. So I'm not gonna allow that. That's against the rules. Crime. You can get put in jail if you do that.
Oh yeah. So there's that. So can I hear the hint again?
Yeah.
There's a lot going on there.
Yeah. Several primates trapped in spherical orbs roll around, obtain potassium, injure numerous life forms, and travel to space.
I'm trying to think of if there's anything else that would fit that description. See, you obtain potassium, obviously you get in bananas for the monkeys. You're in balls.
I love balls.
And you go to space.
Yep, they travel to space, whoever this is talking about.
Go to space, so that's the thing, you know. I'm gonna say Super Monkey Ball because I honestly can't think of anything else.
Okay. So there are subtitles for the games. So I'll let you know what those are just because you might not have even really played this franchise. Super Monkey Ball is the name of the first game, but keep in mind the first game was on like the freaking Atari or something. Then there's Super Monkey Ball Mania, and then Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz, and then there's the new one which I personally don't know what that's called.
Okay, so it's not that one. That's a solid.
It's a pretty good assumption.
Is that you would probably know the name of a game if you played it.
Yeah.
Who knows? So Super Monkey Ball Mania?
Yeah, there's Super Monkey Ball Mania, there's Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz, and then there's Super Monkey Ball, just the first one, technically.
Right, so I don't think it would be the first one. Because I feel like I remember watching a video a billion years ago about games like there's like a void. It's just like the game, and then around the game is a void of nothingness.
Right.
I feel like they were talking about Super Monkey Ball, but they were like, oh, in this other game you go to space. But I can't remember which one it was. I'm gonna go Super Monkey Ball Mania. That's what I'm thinking.
Are you locking in Super Monkey Ball Mania?
Yeah.
That is unfortunate because it's Banana Blitz was the one. So in Mania, as far as I can tell, I haven't honestly played the full game. But in Mania, I'm not totally sure they go to space. Because in Banana Blitz, there's an entire world, like you can think of like Super Mario World. There's a world dedicated to space, and also at the end of the game when you beat the boss, they go to space in a giant spaceship. Well, not a spaceship, but well, actually no, because it's like a pirate ship, but it's in space, so it's a spaceship. So you know what? It still works. Shut up. But unfortunately, so you don't lose any money for getting it wrong, but you did not get $40. So your double money was, well, you technically lost $5 because you spent it on the wheel, but that is a shame. But, would you like to spend more money?
You know, I would like to spend more money.
Alright, what would you like to buy?
Is there, I can't remember if you said this, because I remember that being an option before. Is there a, multiple choice one?
No, that might have been in season 2. That also is in a different game show, so I'm not sure if I'm remembering that from this game show or the other one. But I did take away first slot, because first slot was like you could answer before your opponent, but because you don't have an opponent, I got rid of that and replaced it with the misfortune wheel. So I don't think there was. Right. Maybe I'm thinking of a different game show where there was a multiple choice. Because I only took away the first slot power up. So unless that was just like a feature, yeah, I don't know. But there is a first 2 letters, first 3 letters, and then the first word if you wanted one of those.
Okay, so we'll go with the first 2 letters. How about that?
First 2 letters? Okay, first 2 letters is $5 buckaroonies. Is that alright?
I'll spend the $5.
Alright, I will give you the first $5. I'll give you the first $5. Listen, you be quiet.
All right, I got $5. Nice.
You made $0 on this purchase. Okay, so I will just send it to you, obviously, in Discord. So these are the first 2 letters. So there you go.
Interesting.
All right, so game number 3.
Those are 2 letters.
A man gets invited and lured to a death trap by a not-so-friendly friend who sent him a letter.
Okay, so there's a death trap. Not so friendly friend who sent him a letter. I wonder if... I feel like this is one that I'd be like, either, oh, that one, of course. Or I'd be like, I've never played that game.
I mean, this probably won't help you very much, but you should have heard of this game. If you haven't, I'm going to walk over to Virginia and punch myself.
Alright, well, that's online here then. That's him a letter by a not-so-friendly friend. And of course, I know the first 2 letters. I guess I can say them because... Unless... you know what? I'm not going to say them because maybe people want to be playing at home.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Since the third guy's not here and John's kind of playing by his lonesome, you guys can play along with him and see what your high score to be. Now, obviously, you can't buy perks, but just play without... You don't need the handicap. You play without the handicap, see how far you can get. Because like I said, you don't lose any money if you get it wrong. So just add 20 every time you get a question right, and let us know what your high score was at the end.
Okay.
Someone gets like $700. Do they get every question right? It's like, I've played every video game on the face of the earth.
I know exactly what that is. That is this game that nobody's ever heard of.
I was going to say, there are some really... because they're from my channel, and I play a lot of indie games, there are some really minute ones. I mean, the first couple are pretty decent sized games, but as they go along, it gets harder and harder. So this one should be easy for you, supposedly.
Well, allegedly, it should be easy for me.
Right.
Which is why I'm saying, like, oh, it's probably gonna be one that I'm like, oh, of course. Why did I see it?
I mean, to understand the prompt, you would have need to play the game, which I don't know if you did or not. But it's a game that made the headlines, so you should know about it.
Drawing a blank for this one. It made the headlines. It's definitely notable, for sure.
It's notable enough to have, like, plushies and stuff in stores.
I was just using my hint, because I'm like, I don't freaking know. And the game that I came to mind, never played it, so I could be, like, way off the mark, because it'd be just a different game. I'm gonna go Bendy and the Ink Machine.
Okay, so you're going with that? You want to lock it in?
I'm locking it in.
Alright, that is correct. Bendy and the Ink Machine was the right answer. So yeah, I knew you would. So you've heard of the game, you just haven't played it.
Yeah, I've heard of the game, but I've never played it myself. I've seen some streamers that I watch play it, but when I'm in a streamer's Twitch chat, I'm not really paying attention to the game. I'm just like enjoying the conversation.
That's honestly fair. That's kind of what I do. Because I've joined your streams on like Kingdom Hearts crap, and I'm like, I don't give two hoots about this game, but I'm here for John. So
Right.
Yeah, honestly, you know what? I would play the first one, and Chapter 3 kind of sucks a bunch of booty, but like besides that, the game's kind of it's pretty fun. And it's not that long. It's like if you try to do everything, it might be like 4 to 5 hours. Otherwise, it's like less. So it's a pretty decent game to stream or something. I'd play it myself if I was you. But yeah, I'd play the first one. I've heard the second one isn't that good, and I think there's a third one coming out. And like I said, Chapter 3 kind of sucks a bunch of booty cheeks, but because it's like the entire chapter. This isn't a spoiler. The entire chapter is a fetch quest. That's basically all Chapter 3 is. So once you get past Chapter 3, it gets better. But yeah.
Right.
So. All right, moving on to game number 4. Would you like to buy some stuff? You do have $30 in your bank account.
You know what? I do like the gambling of the Wheel of Fortune, so I'm going to go with that one.
Wheel of Fortune, I got you. We can say that on the air because that's not coined anything. Well, it's going to the show, so I can't name an episode of Wheel of Fortune, just like I can't name a Jeopardy, but we can say it in passing because that's how free speech works. Okay, spinning the Wheel of Fortune. Let's see what you get. So last time he got double money. I'm curious what he gets this time. Now he could lose money, but it's only that's only the bad thing on here. So, and it's gonna pass it again. So it's not that. Is it seriously gonna be double money again? All right, it's double money again, John. You get a second chance. So
second chance for the $40.
Second chance of $40. I mean, $40 is pretty good if you can get it. So, all right, game number 4. A rookie cop travels to the Midwest and tries to stop a crazy cult by starting a civil war.
Okay. So Rookie Cop.
Yep.
Midwest. Crazy Cold. Civil War.
Pretty much,
That's
yeah.
what we got going. So I'm thinking this is probably a game I haven't played. It's the only game that I know of that I played that I can think of that you play as Rookie Cop is Resident Evil 2.
Yeah, I can say with confidence
I
you've
know
not
you
played
haven't played that. So I think my mind initially goes to one of the Far Cry games.
Interesting.
Which one? Because it's like a bunch of them. I'm guessing not Primal, because I'm pretty sure that one is like, it's Primal.
That one's like in the Stone Age, and also I haven't played that one, so I'm just gonna give you that because like I've talked about. I actually, so I'm not gonna give you the answer because honestly, on this very podcast, in a couple different episodes, I've talked about which games I have played. So just use that noggin of yours because the good part of me wants to tell you which ones I played because it doesn't really help you because it would a little bit, but technically I've already said it, so you got to use that noggin of yours.
Yeah, I got to think back. The only ones I really remember you talking about is 4 and 5. I imagine you probably played more than 4 and 5. You probably played the first 3 as well, or at least one of them. I'm gonna go Far Cry 4.
You like it in Far Cry 4?
Yep.
Ouch, that's painful again because it's Far Cry 5.
Dang it! It's always like between two of them, and I'm like,
Yeah.
that one. It's like, no, you're wrong.
I got a little worried when you said the first 3 because 1 and 2 aren't playable in this day and age unless you own the older console because they never got ported. Far Cry. So I played 4, 5, and 6. Now 6 is like you're just like a. Honestly, don't remember. Well, the main character is kind of just like an outcast, and he kind of starts a revolution, whatever. 4 is you're like the bad guy. You're like his nephew or something. I forgot how the family tree works there. And then in 5, you're just like you're a rookie cop. You're not really associated with anybody until you get there, and then you literally try and stop them by starting a civil war. So because you kind of in that game you kind of rally everyone against them and that kind of thing. So
okay.
Damn, lost the money again. So. All right.
And then it was a 50-50 again, too, because the other one I was like, it's definitely between these two.
Yep. I was hoping you'd say 5, because I've talked about 5 the most, so I was hoping that you might remember that one a bit more, but...
Yeah, that one, it was like, he's talked a lot about 5, but, you never know, it could be 4.
Yeah. I mean, you kind of do start a civil war in 4 as well, but you don't start, there's not a crazy cult or anything, and it's not in the Midwest, that's like in modern-day India, basically. All right. Game number 5. Would you like to spend anything before we move on?
You know what? We'll go gambling again because I want to get more Lucky Wheel items. That isn't failure.
Okay, so you want to spin the wheel again?
Yep.
All right, it's $5 deducted. If it's double money again, you need to go to Vegas immediately because that's the 3rd time this has happened. I mean, there's only so many things on this wheel, but it'd be really funny. You can't do this 3 times in a row. You just can't. Okay, game genre revealed. It's at least a little bit different.
Can't keep getting away with this.
This might not help you though. I mean, it will, but it won't at the same time. It's a pretty it's a pretty common genre on this channel, so have fun with that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Okay, so game number 5. I mean, this might help you. Honestly, it might just a little bit. Game number 5. Men try to get filthy rich by exploiting the damned.
So, you're exploiting the damned, and you're getting rich.
Yes.
So, that's what I got going with. And I know it's a horror game. I guess I spoiled that for those people at home, but oh well.
I mean, with context clues, they probably could have figured it out, especially if they know my channel.
Right. I'm gonna say Boomin, because I'm trying. I can't think of anything that would really fit that isn't something like Boomin.
Okay, so you want to lock in Boomin?
I'm locking it in.
That is correct. So Boomin is correct. I was hoping you'd get that one purely because even if you didn't have the theme there, I explicitly say men try to get filthy rich because the name of the game is Boo Men, and you can play as a female. I know that, but it was one of those things I snuck in there to try and hopefully help you get to the answer there. But there you go. So now you're up to $40. So game number 6. Would you like to spend anything?
Well, you know me, I'm a low stakes gambler, so I'm gonna do the lucky wheel again.
Lucky wheel again, man. John likes this wheel. All right. Let's see what you get. If you spin the wheel like on every question and you somehow don't get to lose money, I'll be surprised. At that point, you need to go to Vegas. And we'll see what happens. Ooh, okay. It loves double money, because it's going to be double money again. Ooh, it was almost lose $5, though. It almost ticked over. But it's double money again, man. It really wants you to win this double money. It really wants you to do it.
It gave you 3 options, 3 chances.
3 chances.
That's enough. You lose money.
You lose double money. All right, game number 6. Several low-poly humanoids fight for their life on a goblin-infested island.
Okay. So, I mean, it's gotta be Muck, right? I'm not even gonna debate it, right? It's Muck.
Are you locking that in?
I'm locking it in.
He has done it, ladies and gentlemen. He has doubled his money, which means he gets 40 buckaroonies because Muck was the answer. So there you go. So
it's like if I heard like if someone's like, oh, what's this game? And you're like, it's Muck. And he's like, oh, did you describe it? And you gave that description. I'd be like, yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, it is to me a bad description of it. I would describe it a bit more differently than this, but
right.
It's not a good description. It's just it's an okay yeah. But there you go. So game number 7, you have $75 in your bank account right now. Would you like to spend some money?
I'm gonna go with the first 2 letters this time.
First 2 letters, I got you. These are very interesting first 2 letters, so I'm very curious what you're gonna do with these. So these, yep, those are the first 2 letters. So we'll see what happens. They're very niche first 2 letters. That's why I'm curious what's going to happen. So game number 7. A young kid drops out of school and tries to become internet famous.
Let's see, drops it. Okay, interesting. So yeah, the letters are like really interesting for what they are. Because I don't know of any games that would start with those 2 letters.
Yeah, they're very niche. First 2 letters.
I know this. I don't know if you've played it, but my mind goes to YouTuber Simulator. I don't know if they drop out of school for that. Like, I've never played the game. I know sometimes simulator games have like a tiny bit of a story.
Yeah.
And maybe you drop out of school. I don't know. I don't even know if you played YouTuber Simulator. I think you have. I feel like I remember seeing a thumbnail like, we're doing this and playing YouTube. I'm like, oh, interesting. I can't think of anything else, so I'm going to go with YouTuber Simulator.
So, if you're going to go with that, the full name is YouTuber's Life Simulator, if that's what you're going with.
Dang. YouTuber's Life Simulator.
Are you locking that in?
Yeah.
That is correct! YouTuber's Life Simulator. So there you go. We got 20 more buckaroonies, so you're up to $90 now. So there you go. Yeah, I have played it. I haven't finished the game just yet, but I have done it. So dropping out is an optional choice. It's not a story choice, but it's an optional choice, and that's why it's kind of a bad description of this game because obviously it's like
you can do that.
You can.
You might play through the game and not have that happen.
Because you can finish school and then you do lose a lot of money doing that way. So we play the game by dropping out, and which is real life. Don't do that. But in the game, it was much more beneficial to drop out, save the money, and then go to like. Start courses on like your video editing skills and like that kind of stuff. So that's why the simulator's in there because it is like a simulator type game. So, all right, moving on to game number 8. Would you like to spin anything?
I will go with the lucky wheel. I think
Lucky wheel again. All right, let's do it. Back down to 85. Let's see if it gives you double money again. I'm gonna cry. Of either laughter or tears.
Come on, man, you got this.
It's giving you 3 chances at this point. There's like how many things? 6 things on this wheel? There's no chance. This reel's rigged. This is absolute. Okay, this reel's rigged. It's double money again, John. You got to get it at some point. You got to get it at some point.
If you guess enough games with double money, eventually you're gonna get double money.
Yeah. All right, this one might trip you up, so I am a little concerned. But here we go. Game number 8. A narcissistic rogue AI tricks young girl into making them destroy a whole government facility.
Okay, so that makes me think of Portal. Now, I feel like... Well, I've played Portal 1, and that kind of does happen. I don't know if that happens in Portal 2, because I only played the co-op of that one.
Oh, you only played the co-op?
Yeah, I never played the main story. I was like, oh yeah,
Why?
go for this game. I guess I had recently started like playing games online with a friend, and they're like, "Oh, this has a co-op. We should play that because we both have it. Because we both have like nothing." And I didn't have that many Steam games at the time, so I'm like,
Oh,
yeah.
I see. No, that's definitely. I mean, I can neither confirm nor deny what the answer is, but like Portal 2's main story is awesome. Like I had a blast playing the main story.
But for that reason, I'm gonna go with Portal 1.
Portal 1, you said?
Yes.
That is a shame, John, and you have lost double money once again because it's Portal 2. So
Dang.
yeah, so
That's
the reason I said I was going to trip you up is because of Portal 1. Portal 1, you kind of do something similar, but in Portal 2, in Portal 1, you don't destroy the whole facility, you just kind of destroy the main part. In Portal 2, like it starts off the game with the facility that's destroyed in the one you're in. Now, I'm not going to spoil much, but as you go through the game, you kind of just decimate everything. So, but yeah, so.
Okay. So if I had played 2, I'd be like, oh, you know what? That seems to be more accurate because of that, but...
Portal 1 was also an answer in the first season, so I also didn't know if you would
true.
remember that, but... game number 9, do you want to spend any money?
You know what? I will restrain myself from spending money this time.
Yeah, you raw dogging it this round?
Go in raw dogging it, yeah.
I see. Alright, well, here's game number 9 then. Guy stuck on a ghost ship gets pursued by monsters and has to has to run around looking for an escape route.
So, I can't remember if you ever made a video on Monstrum, because Monstrum was a game we were going to play again, and then it wasn't multiplayer, only the second one is. And now that doesn't have a multiplayer anymore, apparently. So,
Yeah, they shut the
Monstrum
game down because,
available.
people don't feel like leaving servers up anymore.
Yeah. So that's what it sounds like. Because I played a little bit of Monstrum. And actually, a long time ago, I realized this as I was playing it. A long time ago, I watched a streamer friend of mine play it.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go with that one. Because I can't think of, like, maybe Sea of Thieves, but that's not really what that's about anyway. So
So you're going with Monstrum?
Monstrum, locking it in.
That is correct. So Monstrum, the first one is correct. So you're up to $105. You've reached triple digits. So there you go. Yeah. Also, I haven't played Sea of Thieves, and I don't really plan to. It's just
I played a little bit of it. It seems like it could be interesting, but I couldn't get it.
Yeah, it's not one of those games I can just tell on the servers I couldn't get into it. Yeah, Monstrum, honestly, it's a little frustrating because Monster uses one of those mechanics where it kind of always knows your general location and it just kind of follows you everywhere. That kind of pisses me off, but besides that, it's honestly a really good game. I would recommend anyone go play it. I think it's like $5 if you don't have it yet. It's awesome. And now it is not multiplayer, and it's honestly a really scary game because the one monster in particular, like, runs at you, and it's terrifying. And he can, like, break doors down. It's awful. But, it is also, like, almost like a puzzle game, because you do have to collect things. It's like a puzzle survival horror game, if that makes sense. And you kind of have to do, like, a boss fight to get out of not like a traditional boss fight, but it's like a untraditional boss fight to get out of there. It's awesome. So, fully recommend it to anybody. If you're into those types of games. If you hate horror games, I would not play it, because it is quite scary. But alright, game number 10, John. Are you going, spend some money, or are you raw dogging it again?
Yeah, you know what? I'll spend it on the lucky wheel. One of these days it's going to land on double money and I'm going to get it. So, gotta keep putting money into the hole and hope I get something out of it.
Yeah, let's spin the wheel once again. Okay, it's not double money this time. Game creator revealed. Okay. I don't know who created this. Oh, no, I know who created this. I mean, it might help you. Maybe might. I don't know. We'll see.
It's possible.
That is the game creator, my friend.
They made a lot of games.
Alright. Game number 10. Treasure hunter goes on a relaxing vacation with his girlfriend until said girlfriend is kidnapped by a giant bird.
Hey, when it happens.
Don't you hate when your girlfriend gets kidnapped by a giant bird? While on vacation?
On vacation. I feel like I can't think of it. Any of that. I guess treasure hunter. Because I was gonna say, oh, maybe Mario, Sunshine, because like I don't remember her getting kidnapped by a bird, but Peach and Mario they're on vacation in that one. But then he's not a treasure hunter, so that can't be it.
Yeah, I mean, if you're eliminating that for yourself anyway, Sunshine was also an answer in a previous season.
Yeah, Well, like, I don't know. Maybe you used it. Who knows?
No,
Maybe like, I'm gonna trip it up with this.
I listened to both seasons before making this, so I could remember which ones I've done and which ones I haven't done.
Okay. So I guess I was gonna not tell people that I got the name, the creator.
And you kind of outlined it anyway.
Tell them what it was. Yeah, it's Nintendo. So
yeah,
I feel like I probably haven't played this game because I'm not.
I'm 100% sure you haven't played this game.
I don't think I can even think of any treasure hunter characters from Nintendo games.
There's really only 2.
I'm thinking through the Smash roster. I'm like, alright, it's not them. Yeah, it might not even be in Smash, so who knows?
I'm gonna say, because this won't really help you, I'm gonna say technically they're not.
So, treasure hunter.
You also the way I would take this, John, is because of Nintendo, I would focus on the girlfriend part, because not many characters actually have a girlfriend. Because even Mario and Peach aren't together, so like.
Right. I am really struggling with this one, for sure. So I'm not even getting like anything come to mind.
It's fair. I mean, you might just have to throw something in the water, see what happens. See if it floats or sinks.
Yeah. I'm gonna stab in the dark. I'm gonna say Captain Toad's game. I don't remember what it's called.
It's called Treasure Tracker.
Treasure Tracker. Yeah, see, there's treasure in that one.
Alright, so you want to go with Captain Toad Treasure Tracker?
Exactly. I'm brilliant, for sure.
You are, because that is correct. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker.
Goodness. What?
Wow.
What a stab.
I was getting ready to just take money away from you instinctively, but then you said Toad, and I'm like, oh, maybe he's got it. Yeah, Toad, Captain Toad specifically, Toadette is his quote-unquote girlfriend. So, yeah, they're them and I think Link and Zelda, I think those are the only canonical couples, right? I mean, Zelda and Link are also not really technically, but, you know. I honestly haven't really played many Zelda games, so maybe they are technically now, I don't know. But regardless...
It depends on the Zelda and depends on the Link.
Yeah, that's fair. But alright, game number 11. Do you want to spend some money?
You know what? It paid off, kind of, the gamble. So, you know what? Just once, I'm gonna do the high stakes unlucky wheel.
Oh, you're doing... Okay, so you're spending it $1 to spin the misfortune wheel.
Yeah.
Alright, this will be interesting. We'll see what happens. Misfortune wheel, here we go. Oh, that's the wrong misfortune wheel. Oops. I have 2. Hang on. I have one for a different game show. There's the name of that game one. Here we go. See what happens. So there's a lot of bad things on there, but you could win $30 if you get it. Oh, that sucks. That's a bunch of pooey right there. So you didn't lose any money actually, which is surprising, but it was almost $30. It started to go slow when it was on it, but it just ticked over. And so now it's deactivate perks. So not this run, but next round you cannot buy or use a perk. So.
Damn.
It's not the worst thing, I guess, because you could have lost $10 from that. So. Actually.
Should have, yeah. So that's not the worst roll to get.
Yeah. You actually didn't lose any money, because there's losing $2, $5, and $10, and you didn't get any of them. So. Pretty decent. Alright. So here is game number 11. A bunch of cartoon characters go on a quest to stop a terrorist from turning everyone into banana-loving simians.
So, this game, I'm like, I think, so a bunch of cartoon characters. So that makes me think it's like, not like a Smash game, but like a collab game.
Right.
Or they just happen to be cartoonish. I know you played Looney Tunes Back in Action. Right? Is that the name of the game?
That's the name of that one, yeah. The one you're thinking about.
Yeah. I don't remember if that's the plot of that game. I know it's not the plot of the movie, but the movie and the game could have completely different plots.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't watched the movie myself.
That's the only thing, any, cartoon I'm thinking of. And they are cartoon characters. I never played that game. But I could see the Martian guy doing that. So I'm gonna go with the Looney Tunes Back in Action. Interesting,
because that is correct. This was one of the ones I'm like, he's never gonna get this. If I hadn't played this game and I was told this description, I'm like, I've never heard of this game. But that is correct. So you now have $139. So pretty good. Just remember on this next turn, I'm not even going to ask you because the perks are deactivated. So we're just going to jump right into the next one. Also, before we jump in though, it's the guy, because I don't really see you playing this game because you also need a Wii or a GameCube. And it's also, this game's been out for like 12 years, or actually more than 12 years. It came out in like 2001, so give it the program. So the bad guy's not, because the Martian guy is a bad guy in his level, but the main bad guy of the whole thing is like a human. He's like a scientist or something. And he uses like the jewel as like a ray that turns everyone into monkeys. So, anyway. But game 12. Kid has to try and survive the night while dealing with his abusive alcoholic mother.
At first, I was like, okay, that sounds like FNAF 4, because kid survives the night. But then, the abusive alcoholic mother, I'm like, oh, well, not at all.
It's no longer FNAF 4.
It's no longer FNAF 4. I feel like Binding of Isaac could be a potential answer. I don't know if you played that one. Because some of these times I'm trying to think, oh, what have I seen on your channel? But that one I'm not sure. I don't remember. I'm gonna go with it because I can't think of anything else. Binding of Isaac.
That's a good...
Big brain?
No, unfortunately not, because I haven't even played that game. So you're just rolling automatically. The game is Among the Sleep. It is a very niche horror game, I'd say. It is on consoles, though, so it did actually manage to get to consoles. Because I think I played it on the PS4.
Yeah.
And that is kind of a spoiler, so I'm sorry if you haven't played it, to anyone that hasn't played it, but it's a really good game. That's not a super spoiler. You kind of get the idea from the very start.
Right. Yeah, that one, I remember watching somebody play like a million years ago.
Yeah, it's been out for a long time.
Once. So, I when you said that, I'm like, oh yeah, that one, that fits.
Yeah.
But I never played it.
That's fair. Alright, game 13. So, perks are back now, so you want to spend anything?
Alright, we'll go with Lucky Wheel, gambling and all that.
Gambling, alright. So, you're down to $134. Let's see what the Lucky Wheel has to say to you. It's double money again. What is it gonna be? Game genre revealed again. Okay. What genre is this game?
Not bad.
Huh. What genre is this game? I mean, I have an idea. Oh, you know what? I know it. Well, I should just make sure and double check. Because I don't personally remember. Also, we are coming up on time, so I'm going to just have you speed it up a little bit. Just throw shots in the dark if that's alright. Because we're obviously coming up on time. Let me see just quickly what the genre is. Because I have an idea, I just want to make sure it's correct. I didn't ask to shop for the game. I wanted information on the game, you stupid Google. No wonder they don't sponsor us. We insult them all the time. Why is Google... Did they change their website? Because this is a stupid design if they did this. Why would you change something that was perfect? Oh, there we go. Okay, whatever. I know. I hate everything. Okay, yeah, I figured it was that. I just wanted to make sure. Okay, so here is the genre.
Okay.
So here's the game. Game 13. A plumber and his friends are forced to stop a machine that's making everyone else stupid.
So I'm thinking Mario, because a plumber and his friends. Forced to stop a machine that makes people stupid, though. That's the part where I'm like, what game is that?
Right.
I'm thinking of the Mario Rayman crossover game, you know the one?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That's the one I'm going to go with.
There is two, so it's the name in the series is called Mario plus Rabbids. But there's Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle or Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope.
I'm gonna go with Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope because that sounds like the name of a game that would fit this description more than the other one.
Well, they didn't consult you apparently because that is incorrect. It is Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Sparks of Hope, they're stopping like a deity, basically. I haven't finished the game just yet, but they're stopping like an all-powerful deity person, which may or may not be Rosalina. Apparently the theory when that was coming out was that Rosalina was the bad guy, and the person is kind of shaped like her, and I'm very curious, because the Lumas are in that game, and the Lumas are kind of like, oh, this person, something went wrong here. It's like, oh. Because if Rosalina's the bad guy, that's an amazing story. Alright, so moving on, would you like to use buy anything for game 14?
You know what, we'll go with the first two letters.
First two letters?
Speed this up.
Well, here you go.
Oh, great. It's a game.
Alright, game 14. A babysitter in charge of taking care of a baby inadvertently summons a demon.
Okay. I'm thinking of a game, but I can't remember its name. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what happens.
I think Markiplier played this game that I'm thinking of.
He has.
So I can't remember the name.
If you say something close, I can change it for you. But if you don't even get close to it, I can't help you.
It's something about gold. The golden baby. That's the one I'm going with. It's definitely not that, but we have short on time, so I'm going with it.
All right, that's incorrect. It's The Baby in Yellow is the name.
Hey,
so you got
Baby in Yellow. You see what I mean? You saw where my brain is braining.
I saw where you were trying to go, but yeah, it's yellow, not gold. But game 15. Do you want to spend any more money?
You know what? We'll go with the Bucky wheel. We gotta get the double money to get the high score.
I don't know. I feel like it stopped giving it to you, but we'll see. It's like, you know what? We've given him 3 chances. That's all we're giving him. He doesn't get anything else. Nope, it's gonna be game genre revealed again. All right, game genre revealed again. What is the genre of this game? Ooh, well, I feel like this isn't gonna help you again, but we'll see. There's the genre. Okay.
Oh, no, it's scary.
Game number 15. A man goes golfing at a mini golf course and gets chased by a giant golf ball with human limbs.
Oh, that sounds unfortunate.
It is. Now, this is the first one where it's super indie. This is, like, really indie. Like, this is just on Steam. The other ones have been in, like, because Baby in Yellow, I think... Baby in Yellow is on multiple platforms. Not on console just yet, but it is on, like... Actually, it might be. I don't think it is, though. But this is the first one where I'm like, good luck. I wish you luck.
Let's see. It's a horror game. Golf Man. That's it. That's the name of the game, Golf Man.
Going to Golf Man?
Sure, why not?
That is incorrect. It's Gone Golfing is the name of the game. But game 16, would you like to spend any money?
I will spin the wheel.
Alright, spinning the wheel again. See what happens. Is there gonna be game genre again? It's trying to help you. The wheel's trying really hard to help you. I'm surprised you haven't gotten the Loose $5 yet. Statistically, I feel like it would have happened by now. But it's giving you another chance. Double money again. Alright. Alright, so here's game number 16. A super fan of a band witnesses their untimely deaths and vows to find who's responsible.
I'm thinking that sounds vaguely familiar to Life is Strange Before the Storm, so I'm gonna go with that one.
Interesting. No.
Alright.
The Before the Storm has a garbage story, but that's not it. It's Avengers, and this is like the one where I'm like, this is a terrible description. So this matches the terrible description thing. Because they're not really a band in the music sense. They are a band of characters, but that's the closest thing you can get to that. It's a terrible description, but it's Avengers was the name. That was the game. Game 17. We only have a couple more left. Would you like to spend any more money?
Let's go gambling.
Wheel again, or first 2 letters?
The wheel.
Wheel again? Okay. Alright. Is it gonna give you... You gotta lose... You've swung the wheel so many times, I feel like $5 has to come up at some point. But it hasn't yet. Ooh, might happen. Oh, no, it's gone. It's gone. The universe is gone. Oh, win $3. Okay, so you got $3 back. So...
Money.
So you're at $122 now, which helps me a bit more with adding. Because I was at 9 the entire time. Okay. So moving on, game 17. A young girl is given powers by the universe and uses them to save her reputation.
That's interesting. Because immediately I'm like, oh, we're just talking about Life is Strange. Life is Strange, young girl gets powers. And like the idea is that it's just by the universe. Mm-hmm. But I don't think save her reputation is a thing. I mean, there is a sort of a reputation mechanic. And this is a poorly described one, so I'm going to go with Life is Strange. You know, you would guess 2 Life is Strange guesses in a row.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm going with.
That is actually correct, though. So you're at $142 now. Yeah, it's a poorly description, but also they're talking about how like you can go back in time as a gamer and just choose to say the correct things to people. That's kind of where that's going. Because, yeah, the overarching story is she's not doing that. But, actually, technically in Chapter 5, a different universe version of Max talks to her about how she's done that. So, to be fair, it is kind of a plot point a little bit. But moving on, game 18. Would you like to spend any money?
You know what? We'll go with the unlucky wheel. We're gonna have a chance to lose money, but to gain money.
All right.
You gotta do it.
Spin in the misfortune wheel. Let's see what happens. There's no chance. You can't let him get away with it, though. It's gambling. Okay, whatever. It wants you to succeed so badly. It gave you the $30. Whatever.
Let's go.
Okay, you're up to $71 now. So there you go. Well, you haven't even answered the question yet. Okay, whatever. Game 18. A kid with severe depression drags a new friend to a magical world and attempts to harass their childhood best friend.
So, I don't think I've probably played this. Unless I have, I'm like, that's not what that's about. Because, at this point, this kid's so ridiculous. I'm like, yeah, I can barely see it.
I can see it.
I mean, there's a theory that's what the FNAF world's about, but I don't think that's what we're going with here.
FNAF world?
Yep.
Did that person play the game?
Well, not exactly.
I feel like FNAF World is pretty solved at this point. It's pretty clear cut.
But see, an alternate universe or like another world?
A new friend to a magical world.
Magical world. Okay. No clue. We're going with the magic, the Slay the Spire. That's what we go with. I don't know if you played that game, but it's definitely not what it's about. But I honestly cannot think of anything, so that's what I'm going with.
That is not correct, and I've not played either Slay the Spire or Slay the Princess. I might look into them because I don't know what they're about. But anyway, it is Deltarune. This game was Deltarune. And kid with severe depression is Chris. And now the game creator hasn't confirmed that, but he does show signs of depression, with like waking up late and like using the knife constantly. Not in the self harm way, but just using sharp objects and stuff. And also he's kind of like when he first started the game, he's like a major outcast. Like nobody likes him. Like everyone kind of bullies him when he gets to class. And then the childhood best friend, that's Noelle. And in Chapter 1, you don't really see it. But in Chapter 2, it happens. In Chapter 4, it happens. So you get the idea. But anyway, Game 19. Would you like to spend any money?
You know what? We're going to get the first two letters. Those have been helpful a little bit.
Interesting. Okay.
Not really.
Here is the first two letters.
Great.
So here's game number 19. Two incompetent delivery men try to deliver packages.
Oh, that's, what is it? Totally something delivery service. Accurate? Totally Accurate simulator? Not simulator, delivery service?
Are you thinking of Totally Reliable delivery service?
That's the one. Totally Reliable delivery service.
Alright, you want locking it in?
Yep.
Alright. That is correct. So you just got some more money. You're up to, $86 there. Well, $186, not just $86. All right, game number 20. Would you like to spend any money?
We'll go with the gambling with the good wheel.
The good wheel, I gotcha. All right, let's see what the good wheel has to say. Boom, boom, boom. This is copyrighted. Boom. And it's double money again. It's really actually you won this once, didn't you? Yeah, you did. So, yeah, you won once. So it still wants you to win though. It wants you to become a winner. Okay, so game 20. An underpaid worker is tasked to watch cameras and sees intruders, aliens, ghosts, and even monsters.
Okay, so that's making me think I'm on observation duty, but there's like 5 of them. No, there's more than that. But
there's way more than that. There's like 7, I think, now.
So we're just gonna get a random one. I'm on observation duty 4. That's what I'm going.
So, I was kind of hoping you just wouldn't say a number because this fits with literally every single one of them. So I'll give it to you because it literally fits with every single one of them. I just wrote down I'm on observation duty because it kind of fits all of them. So I'll give it to you because it's all the same type of game concept. It just has different maps and stuff. So I'll give it to you. So you're up to $201 now. So you only need technically $99 to get to beat the score. And we only have a couple questions left. So let's see what happens. So game 21, would you like to spend some money?
Yeah, we gotta try to get double money to get to become a winner. So I'm gonna spin the lucky wheel again.
All right. So you're below 200 now, but you might get some money here if you get this correct. Oh, okay. Game genre revealed again. This one's going to be very helpful because I don't play a lot of these.
Mm-hmm.
I'm planning on playing more, but I don't currently play a lot of these. That's incorrect. I know how to spell. Thank you. So that's the game genre. All right. So here's the game. Game 21. Young kid moves away from family to pursue fishing.
So it's a fishing game. I'm just gonna go with Fishing Simulator. I don't know what other one would be there. What would it be called? But...
You're locking in Fishing Simulator?
Yep.
So that is the name of a game, but I have not played that one. Because the answer is Fishing Resort. And it's literally the only fishing game I've played, so...
Interesting.
Alright, game 22. Would you like to spend some money?
You know what? Let's go gambling.
Going for the wheel again?
Spin the wheel.
The fortune wheel or the misfortune wheel?
The fortune wheel.
Fortune wheel, I got you.
Misspoke.
Alright, let's see what we get. Bing, bing, bing. It's gonna be double money. I'm not even gonna let you finish. It's double money again. So there we go. So game 22. A group of chefs is tasked with fighting a giant meatball.
Okay, so I'm gonna say Overcooked.
Alright, locking in Overcooked?
Yep, lock it in.
That is correct, which means you are now at $211. There we go. Alright, game 23. Would you like to spend any money?
Alright, let's go gambling.
Yeah, I feel like this is not going to go well for you, but we'll see. Alright, see what happens once again. I'm surprised you haven't bought like the first word at any point in this. Because there are games that just start with one word, so like I feel like it would help. But oh, it had to happen at some point. Lose $5. Had to happen at some point. And this is why you never gamble, kids. Anyway, game 23.
You'll lose $5 after many rounds.
Let's see. Game 23. A guy gets convinced by a childhood friend to join a murderous club.
I feel like that's not something you should do in general.
Are you sure? It sounds pretty cool.
A murderous club, you say?
Yep. A guy gets convinced by a childhood friend to join a murderous club.
I feel like one of the Assassin's Creed games could fit that, but I don't know if you played any of them. I don't think you have. So, and none of the ones that I've played fit that description accurately. So we're gonna go with Smash Bros.
Smash Bros.
We're gonna pull the other guy.
All right.
Big Smash Bros.
That is not correct. The game was Doki Doki Literature Club. So, because Monica tries to murder literally everybody.
Yeah.
All right, game 24. This is the second to last one. So, would you like to spend any money?
You know what? You mentioned it before, and I'll go with it. Give me the first word.
First
That's
word?
The one I'm going with.
Well, all right.
It's gonna be isn't it?
Nope, it's a little different than that one.
Interesting.
But okay, game 24. A fool gets lured into a trap because of cake.
A fool gets lured into a trap because of cake.
Yep.
Okay. I know there's a Kirby game about cake, or like at least that's the joke, that he kills gods over someone stealing his cake.
Is that actually the plot of Kirby? Because that's hilarious.
It's like it fit somewhere in this list of poorly described.
Oh, okay, I see.
Games. So that like starts off the plot, but it's not really the
I
entire
see.
thing. But I don't think there's a Super Kirby game, so I don't know if that's accurate. Oh, you know what? Super Mario 64. Because he's asked to give him the cake. And then he's like, oh, cake. And then it's not cake. It's death.
It's death. There you go, Super Mario 64.
Exactly. I'm locking it in.
That is correct. Super Mario 64. Alright, game 25. So you literally can't... Yeah, you can't feasibly beat the high score at this point. So what do you want to do? You want to spend some money?
We'll get the first word again, just to make it easy on myself.
Alright, that's fair. This one's a very interesting first word. So it's not super the. So that's your first word.
Okay.
Game 25. A bunch of teenagers try to overthrow the government.
Okay. So I probably wouldn't have thought of this if you didn't give me the word. Is it Road 68? Is that the name?
I don't know if that's a game. There's a game called Road 96, if that's what you're trying to go for.
That's what I'm thinking of. Road 96.
All right. That's impressive because that is correct. Road 96 is the answer. That's one of the ones on here that I'm like, that's a pretty decent description. Like, it's not awful. It's not great, but it's not awful. You know, it's one of those middle ground ones.
Right.
So, John's ending score is $221. So, let's say he didn't lose the $5 from the gamble that one time, it still wouldn't have mattered. And, yeah, he got the $30 off the misfortune wheel, though. That's almost more impressive than beating the high score. So, because that's a pretty unlikely odds there. He did get the deactivate perks once, but he then right after that, got the 30. So, pretty impressive there. So, let us know if you beat John or if you even beat the high score. Both are pretty good achievements. So, you know. Because yeah, I did calculate this. So if you got every question right, it was like $500 to $600 you would have got. If you got most of them wrong, it was like $200. So I made $300 to the high score, so that way it's kind of feasible but not impossible, you know. So there you go. So let me know how much points you guys got. You can submit an email. You can go on my YouTube channel, Flubs Gaming, hashtag self-promo, and tell me there. You can tell John over on his Twitch channel and be like, haha, fool, I got 5 million points. I know every game that's ever existed. And, you know, so but just be nice about it. Well, that's going to do it. So obviously John did not beat that score, but he still gets the host. It was just pride points if he beat that score. So yeah, we're going to do a quick outro here because we are over time. So you're welcome. You get a bigger episode this week. But thank you guys so much for listening. We hope we provoked the conversation, made you laugh along the way. I already told you where you can find me, so I'm just going to skip over that. You can find John on Twitch over at Jeebins and on YouTube at Jeebins, and he has an awesome VOD channel via Jeebins VODs. I find myself watching a lot of stuff over there, so go check it out. That way, if you can't catch the streams, because sometimes I can't catch the streams, but I still want to know what happened, so I go over to his VOD channel, check it out. You can also follow us on social media as The Provokers. You can find us on Twitter at The Provokers Pod, and Instagram at The Provokers Podcast Official. And we post a lot of good stuff over there. We post a lot, like, information about when the episodes go live and what the episode's about. And we also post some special stuff coming out. Like, for example, Project Blue / Me the Provokers is making some big steps. And there's going to be some special stuff coming out about that. And also, I mentioned this in the last episode. I'm going to be posting it. It's going to be on the social, so you want to go check it out. Last episode, I mentioned that the season finale is approaching. It's pretty close. I mean, it's like several weeks out, obviously, but it's getting decently close. And instead, we're going to be doing something similar where it's 3 sections, and then the final section, and then where we talk about the season, that kind of thing. But instead of just us picking what the 3 sections are going to be, I want you guys to vote on the 3 sections. So there's that Google Forms thing that's going to be linked in the description of the last episode. It'll also be on our socials, so if you can't find it on the last episode, go to the socials. You can find it over there. Enter the Google form and answer the question that's there. It's about what section you want to see. The only rule is that the section has to be from Season 2, and it can't be, like, a serious topic, obviously, because that's where the entire idea is, like, that's a serious episode because we're talking about the podcast and that kind of thing. And there was another rule that I think I put on there. There's only 3 rules that you have to follow, and that's about it. Anything else, you're free to go, basically. So yeah, go answer that, because right before the season finale approaches, I'm gonna collectively pick the top 3, and then those will be the sections we do. And I did mention that it could be a thing that, like we said, we're done making individual episodes about, kind of like wavelength, I would say. So you could vote for wavelength if you want, but we won't be doing another dedicated episode of it. But it could be a section in the finale if you guys vote for it. Now again, I'm picking the top 3, so it won't be like I'm gonna pick my favorite 3. It's gonna be the top 3. So whichever one gets the most votes will be number 1, and so on and so forth. So go check that out. And that's going to do it. So thank you guys so much for listening, and we'll see you guys next time.